Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to ZMB Talks. You know, we're full of surprises. Even myself, I'm surprised that I'm conducting this interview today. If someone told me this 2 years ago, I was either going to rebuke or laugh at them. Me interviewing who? Showstar? Hell no. But look at where we are today. I'm interviewing the one and only DJ Showstar. I love the way you came in. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited.
Thank you for having me.
Because do you know why I'm excited to have you? There was a time when people started comparing me to DJ Showstar.
Oh yeah?
When people watch an episode, especially the copper build ones, to some extent people felt I wasn't handling the way I was supposed to handle them. So they actually come to my DM. Iwe, you should be like Showstar.
I think that the best approach is to accept you the way you are. Probably fine tune you, but not compare you to anybody else.
And I was like, guys, please don't compare me to Showstar. Showstar, I mean, please don't do that. But I'm so happy to have you.
I'm glad you are, to be on your platform. Thank you.
DJ Showstar. You know, I keep on asking myself, I'm not seeing a lot of episodes of, is it the High Five on your YouTube channel?
High Five, yeah.
What's going on?
Of late, because of the election and whatnot, I was trying to rebrand. Yeah, so I was trying to. I took a bit of like a step back.
It's needed.
Yeah, so if you've seen some of the interviews you've seen that I've posted of late, I'm in a suit.
You're interviewing some politicians.
Yeah. Yes.
If it's a artist, you're in the car, just doing something.
Yeah, so some sort of rebranding, and also I wanted to bring the politicians closer to the youths. No. So I wanted to be the guy who goes to these people, and then when I post them, then the youths can actually follow and probably be able to learn the manifestos and everything else. So that's what we're trying to do. But after next week, we're back in business, baby.
And how's it going? How's that going?
Well, it's going good. I think as expected.
Do you think you've managed to convince the youths to,
No. I was not campaigning for anybody. I was trying to bring the information to the youth so that the youth can make the decisions based on the information that they have, because people decide based on what they know. Yeah, so you just bring the information closer, then people can make their own decisions.
Nice.
So I'm sure by now people should be able to know who they want to vote for.
Nice.
Yeah.
True. There's a lot that we have to talk about in terms
I got you. I've got all day.
Okay. Someone told me you grew up in Garden.
Yeah, Garden compound.
For real?
Yes. I grew up in Garden. Then I think up to maybe when I was just started grade 8, somewhere midway in grade 8, I left. Then I went to live in Chamba Valley. Yeah, then after grade 10, then I went to live in Makeni. Yeah.
Why all those movements?
The movements, well, Chamba Valley was my sister. Also, McKinney was my sister and my uncle. Then I think after school, life just started working out. Like I started work, I started to decide where I can stay.
Yeah. How did you manage to get on your own feet?
How did I manage?
Yeah.
So after grade 12, me and my friend called Slim. Slim is a singer. Yeah, just Slim. We decided we should stay together.
Oh, just Slim.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We grew up together.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
And up to now, we're still very close, actually.
For real?
Yeah. We meet up almost twice a week. We play football together also. Yeah, so I'm not like a professional footballer. I just do it for my dollars. So me and Slim decided, okay, I think we should go and live together so that we can start, getting ready for being grown-ups. So we went to stay together, me and Slim. Yeah, and at the time I was working for Hon FM.
Okay.
I can tell you this, I was not getting paid at Hon FM. So it was a hustle, why you're hustling for you to live, stand on your own feet. And then when I told mom, like, so I want to live out, then she was like, but you don't even wash for yourself, you can't even cook for yourself, so but how are you going to? I was like, I'm going to manage, I'm staying with my friend. He's like, but you're not even getting paid. I was like, but how am I going to grow up? I think I was only 19.
Oh.
Yeah, so I explained to her. I gave her hope, like, I'm still going to survive if I left the house. So she let me. So I was doing radio. Back then I used to do graphic designing. So I'd be working during the day and I had night shifts at home. So I'd find some money to pay for the house. So we managed until,
Nice. Were you a volunteer at home or they just...
You volunteer. You volunteer because they were not paying.
Oh.
Obviously. Basically, Hon FM was or is meant to teach students that are doing journalism. But then after some time, they got in people that just wanted to, they enjoyed being radio and they made some names. So I also got part of the same list. And then afterwards, they started paying me because I started presenting some, the Airtel sponsored shows. Yeah. So.
Are you still doing graphic designing?
No, I can still do it. I can still do it.
But why are you holding back now?
No, like I can still do it, but I don't do it because I think I've moved on to other things. Like my life is very busy right now.
Yeah, it is. Believe me.
My life is very busy right now, and I've moved on to other things, but I can still do graphics.
Nice. Do you remember some of the people you started with besides Chesley?
Started
your career in the industry?
No, there are certain people that I probably just met, like Master LT. I met him when he was already at Hon FM and he was already a big brand. But that guy, we apart from just working together, we became like friends. So if you notice, he's actually even just outside in the car. Yeah, and that's like maybe this is like 13 years later. Like
wow.
Yeah. So we're still also very good friends. I've made friends along the way that I usually don't change friends. So people that I've known for years have always been there. Yeah. So if I make a new friend, then I've made a new friend. But usually I have like the same people around me. Always, yes. So for a long time.
So even these industry friends, you do have industry friends, right?
Yes, I do.
So they've been like friends for the longest.
For a long time.
Isn't it hard to maintain friendships in this industry?
If you're not, you need to have a friend. Then you also need to understand that not everyone can be your friend.
Yes.
Some people will just need you for whatever they need from you. Yeah, but you can't call everyone a friend. Yeah, there's certain people like maybe Makitu and Dreams. Those guys are like my friends.
Yeah, those are your friends.
Yeah, like we go beyond business. We go beyond. And then another thing that you might never know is we do a lot of personal things together as families, but we don't document our lives for social media. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you brought in Mark 2 in this picture because I want to get it from you. Remember that scenario when you were interviewing him and then he walked out?
Yeah.
Was that staged or that happened like for real?
It was not staged. It happened.
It was not staged. Eh? I keep on telling people that thing wasn't staged. No, it was staged. Because if it wasn't staged, those guys were not going to be friends by now.
We understand the business. Mark understands the business. And before that, they were playing pool somewhere. Well, I don't know where we were. The night before that day. Me and Mark have done 1,000 interviews before that interview.
For real?
And they've always been like that.
I haven't seen the others.
We were not shooting. Maybe most of them were on radio. Back then I was at Horn. Even before that one, there was like another interview that we did on camera and maybe didn't trend. So it was like that. Like sometimes I'll do an interview with Magitu and then he tells me, so is that all you got?
Bring your A game.
So, but anyway, my point is he understands the business, so he understands that I'm just probably asking what people are asking. But people don't have the guts to come and ask him.
Nice.
And he knows that people are talking about these things.
Nice.
Yeah, so he walks out. That day he walks out, he waits for me outside.
He waited for you outside?
Yeah, we were going to Chongwe together. I think we even went to have lunch somewhere.
Wasn't it weird in the car?
No, it's people started making it weird after I posted the interview.
Oh.
First it was like,
It happens. Nice. I also love the fact that you brought in family because what we're seeing now is a lot of these public figures failing to separate family and, their celebrity lives. So how do you manage to just separate? Because, man, Showstar, you made a lot of people trained, but we've never really seen your life trained on social media. How do you manage to do that?
Well, I don't know how I managed to separate, but it's a situation where someone told me I need to knock off sometimes, like the way civil servants knock off and go home. I need to knock off when I'm not in front of cameras, or like I knock off and become Jackson Peary. You know what I mean? Like I've got 2 boys at home that love me to death. So I can't be DJ Showstar there. Like I'm just like, when you see me there, I'm just like daddy. You know what I mean? Like, I knock off. I leave DJ Showstar outside the door, or when I get the house, when I leave DJ Showstar outside, and I'm just a different person in the house. Yeah, I'm a different person to my wife. I'm a different person to my wife and kids. And then when I come out and there are cameras, I have to be a different person.
Nice. I forgot to ask how the DJ Showstar came. The name DJ Showstar. What are your real names?
My real names are Jackson Dimas Peary.
Oh, Dimas.
Dimas, yes.
Oh, okay.
My grandfather's name. My mother calls me that I'm her dad.
Oh, Jackson Dimas Peary.
Yes.
And then?
Jackson Dimas Peary. So those are my real names. How we came up with the Showstar. It's a long story. Not really long though.
Cut it short, please.
Showstar is like the star of the show, like the center of attraction. So when people are watching this show, you are the center of attraction. Because maybe obviously you are the starring of ZMB Talks, right?
I'm the face, yes.
You're the face, yes.
So
you're the center of attraction. So you're like the show star. You're the star of the show.
So
if you're watching an artist perform on stage, they're like the center of attraction. They're the star of the show. Showstar.
So DJ Showstar.
So Showstar, like I'm on radio. Basically, then it was just about radio. So I'm on radio. You are listening to me. You know what I want to play is what plays. What I want to say is what you hear. So I'm the star of the show. Showstar.
Nice. Do you still play at weddings?
Yeah, I'm a DJ. I'm just not a radio presenter or a TV presenter. I play at concerts. I play at functions.
Graduation ceremonies.
Anywhere
we can just call you up and say, Showstar, we need you here.
Anyway, I have obviously marketing and dreams. We go and when the world is open, we go everywhere.
What is it that you love about the Zambian culture in terms of the industry fraternity? Like, you're so vested in it. You're ready to go head to head with anybody.
I don't know. What is it that I love so much about the Zambian culture? That gives me the drive. I know that there are a lot of things that we have not yet accomplished as the industry, right?
True.
Yeah, we don't have these established channels to promote Zambian music. And I understand that we are, obviously we've come a long way, but we haven't done certain things. You know, like right now, I'll tell you that the world has gone digital.
Yes.
But we don't have like proper online distribution networks for Zambian music, right?
Yes.
So why would a guy like me just sleep at home when we know that someone has to do these things? You know what I mean? So there's something I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna come on this show to talk about it one day when it's done.
Okay.
But we're working on like a proper Zambian music distribution.
Nice.
Yeah, it's in the pipeline. It's almost done. But when it's done, I'll tell you about it.
Nice.
So I have the drive to do certain things because certain things have to be done. Yeah, by us.
True.
Yeah,
True.
and the youths, the people that are also in the industry.
True, I love that.
You see how there are certain times when maybe an artist dies.
Yeah.
And then they've got like a hit single, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just being downloaded for free everywhere.
Yeah.
And then people start looking at, so, you know, like maybe how much did you make? Like, no, but you are not buying Zambian music.
Yeah, but you're giving us free music. Like Mwana, Mfumu, why was it up for free?
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
Okay, cool.
But you're not buying Zambian music. So if maybe say something happens and I'm not here anymore, like how am I supposed to magically have a lot of money in my bank account when you're not buying Zambian music? You know? So giving out free Zambian music, it's not my fault, but I'll explain. Growing up, I knew that having Zambian music, I have to buy Zambian music. I used to go to Sounds or Shanoko or Mondo Music. I used to buy tapes. I bought a lot of tapes, I can tell you, for a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Then when we were introduced to the internet, the artist, especially, started using data file host to get a single, they put it on the internet, then they share it around on their Facebook page or wherever. So maybe they didn't really think about it, but that also meant that, oh guys, we're not giving out free Zambian music. We're not selling. I can only get money when you come to my shows. Yeah. You get? Yeah. When you come to my shows, that's the only point I'll get money. But for now, music is only going to be given out for free. So a lot of websites also came up that give out music for free. I also came up with a website that I think is huge, by the way. gives out music for free, right? The plan there was I'm going to put my music on promotion, and then when everyone hears my music, and then when I make a show, everyone will come to my show and then they'll pay me.
Then they'll pay you.
Yeah, that was the plan. So it's worked out for a lot of artists.
Yes, it has. It has.
But it's a mentality that we need to change. In other developed nations, people have made like $1 million off one single without even performing for any show.
Through the streams.
Yeah, through streams. We have to start doing that now here in this country. Yeah.
True. And
so when I put out Mfumu, just hold the thought. Okay. When I put out Mfumu, there's more coming after Mfumu. Please don't ask me what more, but there's more coming.
I'm going to ask.
There's more coming after Mfumu. So we wanted to introduce the idea of, or give people a taste. I know, like, a lot of people are like, but why are you giving out this nice song for free? Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing and where we're going. So we're just sort of giving you a dionko, right? Then we can now say the main package is here. And trust me, you're going to love the main package.
One can't talk about Zambian music without bringing up DJ Showstar's name.
Thank you.
So, in as much as you have love for it, there's certain things that you're not really comfortable with or you don't really like. So, like, what are those certain things that you don't really like?
Oh, yeah. There are certain people who want their music or their programs to be shared by other people, but they will never find time to share anything for someone else. Like, how are we going to grow as a unit if you just want the support to yourself? You can't be that selfish. I would like it if, like, every time an artist drops a song, people that follow you, we don't know people that follow you. Some people are in Nigeria, some people are in America, you know what I mean? It'd be nice if, like, even just almost all the radio presenters just gang up on the song and say, guys, our guy or our girl has dropped a song, let's all share it. You see what I mean? If it's a situation where maybe it's one of those where people have to pay to access the song, you can see how much support will be going to the song. Ultimately, an artist making money. You see what I mean? Also, the fans, the Zambian fans, I'd like them to stop comparing us to other industries. Other industries are big. Other industries have got corporate companies that put in a lot of money, like maybe in South Africa, right? Yeah, and then so you can imagine, like, the deals that when AKA and when Mufasa are having in South Africa. You can't want to compare the houses of some of our guys here to the houses of some of the guys outside.
That's right. And
mostly those guys, their music is streamed a lot, you know, and people, their fans buy a lot of music. And Mufasa can just say, let's fill up a stadium, you know, this amount of money, and then the fans will go and fill up the stadium. You see what I mean? So we can't do that. We have to start with our own. I see a lot of hate on Facebook right now. People just want to hate on people just because maybe they've made it or they feel frustrated somewhere in their life, and then now they have to take the frustration on other people on Facebook. Like, if we can start from somewhere, let's start supporting our guys.
Yes.
If we supported Shefi 187 with a lot of views on YouTube, probably even buy a lot of stream his album, he will have enough money to feature Drake.
But you know what? Shefi is not a good example to use, Showstar. Shefi is one person that's loved in this country, and people buy Shefi's things. No. Shefi, when I said if you can support Shefi, I meant like a Zambian artist. Yes, just a Zambian artist, because if there's Shefi, we support Shefi on it. I call him, man. Okay, and I feel like there's just something he's not doing for the industry.
Okay, look. Here's the thing. Something he's not doing. Maybe I think Shefi is. Let's not talk about Shefi. Let's talk about a Zambian artist.
Yes.
If we supported a Zambian artist, like we streamed their songs, went as much as, went to their shows and probably even said, guy, make a show, come and fill up Woodland Stadium or Heroes. The guys would have enough money to feature anybody, and probably even, do whatever they can for the industry. But right now, I see sometimes on Facebook, I can't buy Zambian music.
Yeah, I don't listen to Zambian music.
I don't, you know what I mean? Yes. But you want a Zambian artist to be driving a Lamborghini. I just saw you in a finished Corolla. Like, I said, Lamborghini. You see what I mean? If we can be supportive for the fans, let's support the guys. Also, the people in the industry, let's support each other.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't. I see some support.
Yes.
But if we can do it more, it can really be very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, eh? I feel like filling up a stadium is very much possible. And when Chandana K did it, it's like, oh, those guys did it. But then I feel like it's very much possible in a sense that if we tried taking our venues like to bigger spaces. One thing I've seen or noticed is an artist is having a launch or whatever. They want to take it to Hollywood City. They want to take it to this club. A lot of people don't go to clubs. How about we try and also say, okay, now just do it. I like what Dismo is doing. He's saying he's trying to fill up, is it Hero Stadium?
Dismo?
Yes.
I've not seen that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
So he's been, lately, he's been posting to say, I'm trying to fill up Heroes. And people are saying, he can't fill it up. He can't fill it up.
The support I was talking about.
What support do they need to reach such levels of filling up stadiums?
First of all, for the Dismo we're talking about, because I've not seen it.
You haven't seen this?
It's Dismo, the other guy?
The other guy, yes.
Okay, I love Dismo. He knows that. I would like him to be a little patient. And he's still growing his brand. I love what he's doing with his career. And he knows that I support him on radio, online. He knows that. I'd like him to grow his career a little bit more before he can have the dreams of filling up Heroes Stadium. Yeah. You know what it can do to your career where you say, let's do it, and then nobody comes. I'm not saying nobody, but maybe like just a few people come. It will injure your career. You see what I mean? Like I would love him to grow his brand a little bit bigger before he can think about filling up.
Do you think we've got less risk takers, people who are scared to take certain steps?
It's not about scared. We know where we come from. If I'm just going to fail to feel like a small, and I've had like a bunch of shows across the country.
Yeah.
What should make me think that now I'll be able to fill up Heroes? So it has to come from here. If I do concerts from, like you said, that club, Kuja Panganani Kuja. And then I do one or two, and then I see that, no, in fact, I've got more support than this. Then now it can give me the courage to want to go into a bigger space. But if I'm doing concerts at a place like that, and then there's 2 spaces remaining, like why would I want to go and do it from there?
Did you attend J-Rox's event?
Which one?
The Ska album launch.
Where was
it? Was at Papa Joe's.
No, I didn't.
You should have.
Was it on the New Year's Eve?
Yes.
No, I was working somewhere.
You should have. From that, I think that's a night I realized to say, people really support Zambe music. It was New Year's Eve. It was raining, but his loyal fans came. You get what I'm trying to say? So now imagine if we had the giants in this industry just saying, you know what, I'm just going to do a one-man show. I won't wait for, whatever to book me. I'm going to do it. I feel it's possible.
So you see how you're saying that the loyal fans came and supported you. I remember that function very well, in fact.
You remember,
I remember it? But I think I was actually even out of town. Yeah, but I do remember it. So people who followed J-Rox all the way to come and support him, they would give J-Rox the idea, like, in fact, the support I was talking about. Okay. The support. We just need to see more support, and guys will do wonders in this country. Support by people coming to the shows, support by people streaming your albums. Guys will do wonders.
True.
Yeah. Because sometimes you were told, no, your videos are below par, but then look, how am I going to do a video in Miami or Brazil if I can't afford? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like someone said that they wonder if Mike Benner ever recovered the money he put in just because of your video. They put like a lot of money. But like at what point would you get back the money if you can't fill up a stadium or people want to get the song for free? Yeah. You know what I mean? So we need support for people to be able to do things like that. Yeah.
Speaking about support, there's a statement that you made that really made sense, but a lot of people thought you're just siding and supporting the artists, right? You talked about saying it doesn't matter who we put in that office. If you're not pushing for your life is still going to remain the same. Which brings me to my next question. What do you think about these artists doing campaign songs?
I have to explain this for it to make sense.
Yes, you have to.
But I'll start off by saying that artists doing campaign songs, according to me, is okay.
Okay.
Okay? When what's happening is they are selling their service. An artist sells a service to the highest bidder. Oh, we've got a club here. We need your services, your singing services. Come and sing. And how much? Oh, Shingoku. Okay, here's the money. Okay? A politician comes up to you and says, oh, we need your service. How much? This much. Then you sing. So now, I have friends. Don't ask me for the names. I have friends.
I like that.
I have friends who have done PF songs. Highly likely they will not vote for PF. Okay?
I get it.
Because it's a service. There are people who are down out there. They don't think it can just be business. When HH or Michael Sata or everybody else says, Ngawale tempia sendeni, but you know where to vote, that statement didn't just apply to the marketeers. It applied to everybody who can sell something and get money. It's hard to get money these days. So if maybe the PF have got money to give musicians, should I refuse?
No.
I'll get the money, but the money is not going to compel me who I'm going to vote for. And for people that say, no, but it's going to influence, look, no one is forcing you to vote for anybody. Everybody's just bringing their messages to your face. So you have to look at all the messages, analyze, and then decide.
Yeah.
Just because Showstar said, I'm going to vote for UPND, should not force you to vote for UPND. Look at the UPND's manifesto, look at the PF's manifesto, look at everyone else's manifesto, make a decision.
Yeah.
Go and vote.
True.
Yeah.
True. And most people fear that these artists that did the campaign songs won't still have the same momentum even after, the elections. Do you also believe that?
It doesn't work like that. Look, if things went maybe the UPND way, right? The UPND understand that these are artists. I can bet you $1, or maybe you use a kwacha.
No dollar. No dollar. No, in kind of a dollar.
I can bet you $1. If in a situation where the UPND won the elections, state functions and everything else, you're going to see the same artists being used. I will tell you this, and the people that are talking on Facebook are going to be, they're still going to be at home. If they are broke, they'll still be broke.
Yeah.
If they are making money, they'll still be making money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. All you have to do as an artist is be relevant. Whichever party will use you. The guys are not insulting any party.
No, they're not.
The guys that are doing songs for UPND are not insulting anybody in the PF. The guys that are doing the songs for the PF are not insulting anybody in the UPND. I can bet you that if things changed in this scenario, like maybe the UPND came, the same guys that are being used to do PF songs will be used by the UPND. Look, people know that it's a service being sold and these guys have got money to give them.
Yes.
They know that. And then they know that as an artist, you need money. There's been COVID. Have you seen artists have shows?
No.
So how do you think they'll survive? They survive by singing and getting paid. You're not buying their songs. How else do you think they should get money?
Nice. I love the fact that you've clarified that part.
And also, the people on my statement, like, no, Shani, we might as well. I saw a very informed DJ, like a guy I respect very much, get emotional. Like, we might as well put a frog in the, if you're saying we should put anything. Look, like, I respected you, you know what I mean? You can't be this emotional. My point is, there is no one who will come in State House. No one, not any political party, and drastically change things. It's a collective, and the politicians know that, but they will tell you what you want to know. It's a collective effort. The government will do so much. As a human being, on a personal level, you have to also do so much. We will not sit here and our bank accounts are being credited with money you didn't work for. Are you stupid? You should be arrested to think that you'll be getting money without working.
Okay, can we move on? You're giving me those, I feel like I'm talking to a future politician. Do you have any, aspirations of being a politician?
I don't know.
I think after this conversation, please consider it.
I'm gonna put this on autoplay. If If life demands that I become a politician, I got this.
You got it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's now talk about the single that's making noise. That brought a lot of comparison in this industry. In as much as you said you put out that song without realizing people are going to compare the verses, the delivery, the bars, we've never seen Chef 187 and Team on one song.
Can I answer now? Or
yes.
Just asking a question?
Please.
I know it sounds unbelievable. I'll tell you this. I'll say this again. When we were doing that song, first of all, it started with just me and Team, and the song was just supposed to come out with me and Team.
Okay.
Yeah. But then my friend thought it was going to be a good idea if we added Sheffy. Because already the song was
Which friend is this one?
Huh?
Which friend is this one?
He's on the song.
187?
No, Team.
Oh.
The song is already a bomb with me and Team. Mm-hmm. It was like already a hit song. Mm-hmm. But then when he brought up the conversation of like, maybe we should add Sheffy. And then, in my mind, this is going to be a bomb. And that's all I went. I didn't think about comparisons or who was going to be shining. Mm-hmm. So if you listen to the song,
yeah,
Timmy has got all the he's doing all the choruses. He's on the chorus, and he's also the one with two verses.
Yes.
In our mind, we're just featuring Sheffy. But since we're just featuring Sheffy, right? Mm-hmm. Of our song. But then the song is DJ Showstar featuring Tim and Sheffy. So that changes the whole... It's a Showstar song. Yeah. So these guys. So now, people didn't really look at it like it's a Showstar song. Mm-hmm. They were just like, so who killed who?
You didn't see this guy.
I did not see it.
Showstar, when you're listening to a hip-hop song, don't you always think of comparison?
I listened to that song before it came out. Uh-huh. I did not think about competition. And here's the thing. It's okay for people to compare. Mm-hmm. Okay? I'm not blaming people for comparing. It's okay for people to compare. It's fine. Yeah. It's hip-hop. It's culture.
Yeah.
The only things I did not appreciate about that song is some comments coming from the place of hate, And I feel like there are a lot of frustrated people out there who are on Facebook. They will never show support at any point. They will never show love even when it's due. When something is nice, they would rather keep quiet. Mm-hmm. They only talk when...
You make the mistake of
when you make... Yeah. So some comments were just coming from the place of hate, and that's what I didn't appreciate. It's a culture. It's a culture. I know that people are going to compare. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was going to go the way it went. Either way, it's still hip-hop. Like, both guys have done so much for the game. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And they are still doing so much. They're still young. They're still doing so much for the game. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate the fact that they came on and, agreed to make a big hit with me. It's something that don't happen every day.
So you came up with the title, the idea?
No. Tim did.
Mwana Mfumu,
yes.
So how did you, who chose the beat?
Who chose the beat?
Yes.
There's a person who made a beat for us.
Okay.
They made us some, then we chose that one.
Oh, then you chose that. Then you're like,
they gave us options, yeah.
Were you listening with Tim, or you first heard it, then you sent it to Tim?
I was in Samfia. Tim sent me the beat. He sent me 3. And he said, which one? And then I said, this one. Then, okay, fine. Then after some time, because he was also busy working on his album, he was busy, so I didn't really want to, because I really wanted us to make like a perfect record, so I didn't want to push him. So I gave him time. That song was supposed to come out in September last year.
What happened? So you've been having the song from September last year?
I have good projects.
Then we should expect an album or something. What's going on? Tell us.
I said, was it on air? Was the camera on when I was saying there are a lot of projects that are coming after?
Yes.
Yeah, so there are a lot of things that are coming after that song. After
Mwana Mfumu. Favorite line in Mwana Mfumu? Let me ask you.
I don't have it. I don't have a favorite line.
I'm denied to buy that.
What is your favorite line in Mwana Mfumu?
There's something that Tim was... If I say again, it's going to be like I'm comparing the two.
No, it's cool. You can still say, look, it's okay to compare.
Here's one thing I love, and I always pay attention to Tim, He's always preaching the gospel. So every time there's Tim...
Did you pick that song is a gospel song?
To some extent, I did.
Okay.
To some extent, because my Bemba is bad, so it's Mwana Mfumu. So me, when I saw Mwana Mfumu, I was like, there's someone who calls herself Mwana Mfumu. Is it Natasha Chansa? What does she call herself? But there's a Mfumu somewhere.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly how she calls herself. Did she say it in Nyanja though?
Yes, there's something that she says, hashtag something like Mwana Mfumu, something like that.
Okay, I need to remember.
Besides that, it's royalty. There's something else that comes, like the Mwana Mfumu, Mwana something. So now I'm like, I'm sure Showstar is just trying to tell us he's a king somewhere here. The Mfumu somewhere. Showstar is trying to tell us he's a king.
No, it had nothing to do with any female person who's calls themselves Mwana Mfumu. Like I said, that idea has been there for close to a year now. Yeah, and we've been working on it, and then when Shefi jumped on it, it was a blessing. Shefi is also very busy,
okay,
so I accepted to jump on it. It was really nice. So we came up with a hit, and first of all, I love the response that it got. Yeah, it got a lot of love. Yeah, there's just some few comments that I'm saying, like, you can compare. It's okay to compare. It's hip hop. Just don't say some hateful things. Yeah, Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Like you're insulting or you're disrespecting. That's not right.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Interesting. Like seeing your trajectory, really, it's like you came from a place where people didn't really believe Zambian music, didn't really believe in Zambian music, but you made something out of yourself. And there's other people that are in the same line as you, but they fail to sustain themselves. So, like, what do you think is really lacking, especially artists like you said? You can have a hit single, but then you won't make millions. Yes, they won't make millions, but to some extent, they do. You find them at almost every gig, at every show. A few months later, the artists are broke. Then you're wondering, like, okay, what's going on? Yeah.
First of all, you always have to have a plan. You have to have a plan, no matter what. Like, if you don't plan, then you it's a planning to fail. You know what I mean? You always have to have a plan. I've seen artists where instantly maybe you become a hit and everyone is calling you for shows, everyone is giving you money. To some extent, I think some people think it will always be like that. You see, like, I'll always be these people, my loyal fans, you see. Like, the hard truth that people need to get is there's no one who's got loyal fans. True. You have Zambian music fans that will gladly move from you today to the next guy. True. So the best you want to do is when you give them a song and they are enjoying and everybody's calling you, with you, you must have a headache now. So when they're done dancing to this song, what's next? What should happen? So you need to now maybe continue. You need to continue working. The only problem I've seen is people like to go on holiday. Like, you can't go on holiday. You know, the wave will move from you, and then what will happen to you? Nothing. And also, you talked about sustaining. So coming on the scene is one thing. Sustainability is another thing. True. It's about growing the brand and trying by any means possible to sustain it. Yep. That's what will make you relevant. Yeah. You know what? One thing that's confusing a lot of people. When you say DJ Showstar featuring ABCD, right? Like, what's your role in that production? Are you the producer? That's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I'm here to, and I notice like a lot of Zambians are behind. Yes. On that one. So you play a lot of roles. First of all, artists just want to just come and jump on you because maybe you can produce. Like, what are they going to gain from you? Like, you know. Also, maybe if you wrote, and for an artist to partner like with a DJ, you need to have at least a considerable amount of numbers on your brand. Yeah. So like, why would Shefi want to do a song with you if you don't do anything for him? Like, why would Tim want to do a song with you if you don't do anything for him? So Tim has to know, like, if I associate my brand with that brand, am I going to gain anything? Or he's got everything to gain? Yeah. You know? So there's a lot at play. It's just not producing, it's just not writing, but you have to, you're either writing, you're either producing or co-writing or, you know, helping to promote. Yeah. So what roles do you usually play? On the previous singles that you've given us? On the previous singles that I've done, I help to come up with the idea. Okay. We discuss the idea. I won't really write the verses, but we discuss the idea with the guys. Nice. So what advice would you give to someone who's just trying to get into radio, but they're trying to find their ways to feed in? If they hate to read, radio is not for them. if they hate to research, radio is not for them. And then also you don't go on radio to become the superstar. You can't. You have to be, you are the conveyor of information to the people. You get from the source, you give to the people. Credible information. Also, in the industry, like radio in Zambia, we're not at the point where it pays a lot of money. It doesn't pay a lot of money. You have to grow a brand that should pay you money that you want. If you can't find a way of growing a brand, you can't start radio. It will frustrate you. It will waste your time. Don't do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're actually right. So, I'm not really sure if it was 2019 or 2020, you made a controversial statement that got people talking. And
I talk all the time.
Yeah, you do, Showstar. So in your statement, you said something like there's 2 Zambian artists that urgently need our help. One from XYZ and the other one from Kopala Swag. So up until now, I'm puzzled.
I have never mentioned people's names, so...
yeah, so like now, the problem is that you didn't mention names. So up until now, people are just assuming, I knew you.
And I meant it for it to be like that. Like, people should always assume. Like, I can't mention... Like, look, if I mention one name right now, there's one person who's highly likely I'm going to hate him and the feelings of his family right now because it's bad for him.
Yes.
But I meant him. But I'm not going to mention names. You see what I mean? So, but if you want, you can make out a name from what I've just said. Okay,
so from the time that you're typing that statement to where we are right now, do those people still need help?
One of them really needs help right now. You're probably reading about him right now if you go on social media. One of them really needs help right now. The other one looks like he's had it. He's gotten back to, but one of them really needs help right now. Nice. It's sad. I personally, it's things that I don't talk about because I mean, like I said, I don't document my life. I'm not Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
But I've personally sent people to one of them. Like, people have said, okay, what can we do? I'm like, you got the capacity to get this guy from where he is and put him in Osaka, create some sort of a rehab for him or take him for rehab. The person has been taken. It has never worked. He keeps living. I don't know what should happen, but I hope something can happen and I hope they can find their feet. Yeah, it's a bad space to be in sometimes because when you're the one who's in there, you think maybe everyone else is just voting you. You see what I mean? Like, everyone else is just being on my case. So the person has to understand, like, I need help. From the point, the starting point is the person has to understand, like, I need help. Bring your help. Yep. But if I'm not made to understand, like, I need help, whatever you tell me, you're probably just making noise in my ears. Yeah.
Off camera, I was telling you to say a lot of people have stopped doing interviews because of DJ Showstar. People feel interrogated. Every time they come for interviews, they're like, I'm about to get interrogated here. Like, what's your aim every time you're hosting those interviews? What do you want to achieve, really?
So, my interviews are just like yours. It's a pity people shouldn't be comparing. You do your own research.
Yes.
I do my research. I just don't wake up and go and do an interview. I do research when I'm hosting someone. So if I see maybe on social media that or anywhere I heard that you put out a video saying, no, we used to shine go out with the horse, shine. Maybe you should censor that part.
No.
If I see a video that was trending last week and maybe I see that maybe certain companies don't want to work with you because of what you said.
Yeah.
When I come on the show, I want to ask, like, was that video, did you take that video last week?
Yeah.
Or maybe you can try and explain yourself to the people that don't want to partner with you anymore. Or it's just things that are out there. I like to do my research.
Wow.
It's just that certain things are very uncomfortable to talk about, but I'll still talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just triggered some thought up. I'm like, what? You've been through a lot doing your interviews. The Rock Jeezy one, like, Showstar, can you get out?
So look, like, even Rock Jeezy, right? Even Rock Jeezy is my guy. Like, even right now, I'll call him. And even Rock Jeezy, like, there was even like a video that went viral before them. And then they were supposed to go and perform at the Day of Thunder, I remember. And then they were cancelled.
Oh, because of the same video?
I don't know. So I was trying to make him explain.
Oh, okay.
Did you put up this video just now or came out a long time ago before we started working with you? All they needed was like, oh, okay, guys. You know?
Yeah.
This is the truth.
Okay.
Because sometimes there's always like people insinuating or sending out rumors. Then there's the truth. So you're here to tell us the truth. So tell the truth. I'm helping you to explain.
Nice. I love that.
But if you don't explain, then you want to be a G on my show. I probably want to be a G on my show. Probably chase you out.
So don't be a G here.
No. Very humble.
Okay. Thank you so much, ladies and gents, for watching this interview. I hosted the lovely DJ, the well-esteemed DJ we have in the motherland, DJ Showstar. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to both our YouTube channels, man.
Yes. Thank you. I want to get to 100,000, guys.
Yeah, 100K.
Yeah. I'm almost there. Please come to my channel and like and
What?
subscribe.
I was going to say you should share this on your channel, but no.